You're struggling to hit consistent $10,000 months as an online coach, this is for you. You probably stumbled upon this video, or my setter or someone on my team has sent this to you. And I'm going to tell you what makes me a little bit different than everyone. And I'm going to show you exactly how I have clients having $10,000 weeks, let alone $10,000 months. It all starts with systems, okay? But what makes me different than a lot of these other coaches is that I didn't over finance or overcomplicate my life. So I don't have to come on here and charge $20,000 to teach you what I know and how I've had $10,000 days as a fitness coach. Now, not every day is like that, but it becomes more of a norm when you have systems and you have things in place that actually build a business versus praying to go viral and praying to get clients from just sending out countless DMs, okay? So the way that I do this, and I didn't want to be sitting behind a Lambo or a fancy extravagant background. I just wanted to sit here and talk to you while I'm traveling, trying to get in my 10,000 steps for the day. So the first thing that I do, that I implement, that makes it foolproof is I give you a setter that's specifically trained to you, to your niche, to your online coaching offer. It takes me around 5 to 7 business days to get them fully trained. I pay and create the SOP. I pay for the setter's initial training. I pay for all the SOP creations. We sit down after you sign up. You tell me exactly what your offer is. I create you a brand new foolproof SOP that I give to your setter. So that way your setter matches your personality. Your setter knows exactly what your offer is. And when your setter is setting and booking your appointments, they know exactly what you demand as a coach and your target avatar and your ideal client. And I pay for their first 2 months of their setter cost. Most setters are going to cost you X amount. That is not the case. It's not commission based. It's a one-time monthly fee that you're going to start paying after I pay for the first 2 months in their training. That setter is only going to cost you $250 a month. That setter is going to get you anywhere between 10 to 20 book calls, depending on your niche and depending on how big your platforms are. But even if you don't have a big following, just off the LinkedIn profile we're going to have them working on, plus your Instagram, your Facebook, and their LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Instagram, so it triples the conversations. They're going to get you anywhere between 10 to 20 calls. An average decent closer is going to close at least 30% of those. So let's say on the back end, on the bare minimum side, you only close 3 because they only got you 10 calls for that month. You're going to charge $3,600 for the year, and you're going to have either Stripe or fan bases. I always recommend fan bases to go ahead and have them do the afterpay option. They now have a new option that's like a firm on steroids, or they can do PayPal later. PayPal later will let them finance up to $10K. The other one will let them finance up to $30,000. They'll normally finance it for a year to make it a small monthly payment of around $300 a month. And that's exactly what online coaches are charging anyways, but you're going to come in and you're going to charge that. And that's exactly how you're going to get paid, like up to, $3,600 minus a little processing fee. So you're going to start making anywhere between $3,000 and $3,200 profit off of each sale. So you're already at 10K months with only 3 sales. Added another one, which is normal. You'll make about 1 sale a week minimum, and now you're at $12,000 profit. A little bit over that actually, minus the setter cost, minus if you finance my program, and minus the processing fees. Now, that's not the only thing. I teach ads. That's going to turn $1 into $4. I teach you pain point content, and I help you script out your content. I'll also help you create a VSL, which is a virtual sales letter, just like this. We work on the way your Instagram's set up like a funnel, but it's really just a VSL showing people exactly how you can change their lives, exactly how I'm doing right here. And then we start hammering pain point content. So that way, when your setter books your calls for you, they're coming and they're looking at your profile and they relate to you. You don't want to just sit here and talk about this is how you train your bicep, this is how you do this is how you lose weight, this is how you track your macros, because that will look like every other coach on the planet. So when they come to look at your profile, they really don't even know who you are. They don't know your pain. They don't know what you've changed in your life to become the person you are. So you want to be the difference. You want to set apart yourself. That's exactly how I used to do it. I was like, when I was 300 pounds overweight, making amazing money in the corporate world, I absolutely hated my life. I would have to come home and take naps because I was so exhausted, and I was wasting years of my life not being able to hang out with my kids as much because I was exhausted by the way I treated my body. Those kind of videos make way more money. Those kind of videos hit pain points. Just like if you go and look at my Instagram, I hit pain points on coaches not consistently hitting $10,000 months. When I have coaches hitting $10,000 weeks. And then we're going to actually just work on your business like a real business. We're going to create SOPs. We're going to create and track KPIs. We're going to track your closing rate. We're going to have you create a mission statement for your business and treat it like a legitimate business. This isn't a hobby. You can't pray to go viral. You can't send out countless DMs by yourself because it's not scalable. Your setter is going to do that work for you while you build the content, while you train the clients and get them good results to have more testimonials. I have hundreds of testimonials that you can go and look at on my profile because I don't have to sit and DM everyone. I have time to make videos. I have time to make my content. I have time to make my VSLs. I have time to fine tune my systems. I have time to fine tune my ads. And I'll teach you guys ads. I'll script the ads for you. I do everything for you. It's like a business in a box that I hand to you. You already have a coaching offer that is doing okay, but not amazing. All I'm going to do is come on. Just like you teach your clients macros, I'm going to teach you the macros of the business, the micros of the business. Everything that needs fine-tuned in your business, I'm going to come through and I'm going to do that for you. Before I created my own fitness business, I had multiple mentors. I merged all of that together on top of my own knowledge because I was a corporate leader. I was a Six Sigma black belt. If no one knows what that is, I can effectively save a business $1 million a year. Then I went on and got an education in Agile, Scrum, human resourcing, financial management. I was doing $2-3 million projects at the age of 24 after I left the Marine Corps. So I took all of that and combined it on top of my other mentors. I've had Wes, I've had Brad Lee. I was on Brad Lee's podcast. I've had all the mentors. I was with Alex Hermosi before Alex Hermosi was even famous, when he owned Prestige Labs and they made you go through like a 30-day course on marketing just before you could even push the product. It was him and a doctor. I don't remember the doctor's name. And then if I haven't had the mentor, my people in my coaching class has had one of the mentors, between Gabe, between Sam, between Will, between Vincent, and then my homies Dane or Humble Beast. I know all of these people, and I know what everyone teaches, and we all have a different style. And I don't make any of them my competition. I network with them. That's what you guys need to understand, is this is not a field that you have to be competitive in. If you come in and start biting the hands that feed you, and you come in and you make nothing but drama-filled content, you try to hate on the next person. Like, I see so many people like making reaction videos about Malibu, or so many reaction videos about other coaches. All of that is going to bring low-level people that love drama and make you no money. You want to focus on pain point content to help your client. Views do not matter. If you get 2,000 views, but it was towards your target avatar, that's a client sitting in there, I promise you. If you get 1 million views that was you hating on another fitness coach, not a single client. And if you go and look at any people making that kind of content, go look at who's in the comments. Other fitness coaches. Not a single person matching your avatar. You guys got to quit chasing the views and praying to go viral. Put in real systems, hire mentors that have actually done it, and then just stay consistent. Get a better close rate. Work your way up to 50% close rate. So that way when your setter is booking you 20 calls a month, you're closing 10 of them. You're profiting over $30,000. Then you take 5,000 and you dump it in ads, and you turn that into 20,000. Now you're at $50,000 months. It's a very simple process. You don't need something fancy. You just watch this whole video, and I'm just sitting here getting my steps in, telling you how I can change your life. So if you're ready to make the next step, message me on Instagram. Tell me you found my video. Message me Scale or Die. Or just drop a comment here and I'll reach out. Your life can change extremely fast. You're $7,500 away in 60 to 90 days from an extremely profitable business in this coaching space. Do not give up. I promise you, I was there where you were. $3,000 months, $4,000 months, $5,000 months, and watching people say they've had $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 months. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong, bro? My content is going viral. I'm doing all these things. I didn't have a good sales script. I didn't have a setter booking my calls for me to buy back my time. I didn't have systems in place. I didn't track my KPIs. I didn't create SOPs. I didn't have a mission statement for my business. Then when I told myself, what if I treated it like a real business and operated like I did in the corporate world, what would happen? And that's exactly how you've been finding me. That's exactly how people have been reaching out to you. You probably haven't even talked to me yet if you think you've talked to me in the DMs. Because until I get on that call with you, you haven't really spoke to me. Sometimes I am the ones in my DMs because, something catches my eye, or I'm just checking to see how good my setters are doing. And I hit people with a voice note. We can buy back your time and make you more money than the constant struggle you're having now. You're working more now than any of my coaches that are having $10,000 weeks are, because you're trying to do it on your own. And guess what? That is not scalable. And it's not commission-based setters. So they're not taking thousands of dollars from you. So my program and the setter cost would still be less than having a commission-based setter on your team. So if you want to start to actually change your life and make more money in coaching, message me. This is your sign. Much love, y'all.